Alright, y'all, what's up? It's your boy, Sir Uber, aka Twiz, and I'm here with my man, Griff. Griff, say hi to the people.
How y'all doing?
Okay, so today is a topic that's been on my mind for quite a while. Overwatch. Should it have been a free-to-play game, and is it too late for Blizzard to make it so?
I'm kind of on the fence. On one hand, Blizzard did Heroes of the Storm, which is doing pretty well for them right now, and it's free to play. But Overwatch doesn't have anywhere near the same number of characters as they do. So as far as free to play goes, I don't know. I don't think they'd have enough characters to sell people for money to actually make a return on their investment.
You see, that's the thing about it. If Overwatch started off as a free-to-play game, and if they had it in their minds that that's what it was going to be, your argument about them not having enough characters, let me start this whole thing over and tell you why I even started thinking about this in the first place, or what brought it back up. Not too long ago, the PlayStation Network, I believe, they had a free weekend for Overwatch, because supposedly, from what my friends tell me anyway, I'm a PC gamer, whatever, they say that Overwatch just stopped selling. The game pretty much turned into a ghost town, at least for the hours they play. So by making it free, I guess they were hoping more people would get in there. Like everybody who already bought the game or was going to buy the game already bought it. So now it's like you just have players and community slowly falling off. And it kind of sparked something in my mind. I was thinking, if it was free to play in the first place, you would actually have more people slowly playing over time as opposed to over time more and more people dropping off. So why do you think they went, like you obviously said you think they don't have enough heroes or whatever, but they obviously developed it with that in mind. Why do you think that when they sat down at the table, they said, hey, should we make this free to play or should we make this paid? And they went paid. Why do you think that?
I don't know why they went paid, but I do know that they've already done it, and that if they switch over to a free to play model, that's going to feel like a slap in the face to a lot of people that actually paid full price for the game.
And I do agree with you. These people, they paid for a certain game, and nobody likes it when their game changes. I guess you like it if you like the changes, but if you don't, you really feel like you got robbed or cheated or whatever. You're going to want refunds. You're going to want some of your credits back because you don't want to play the game anymore. And I completely understand that. But, there was another game that did this recently, and it was Evolve. I felt the same way about that game in beta. It's like, this game is all right, but I don't see myself convincing 3 or 4 other friends to pay $60 for it. It was a game I wanted to play with them, and I actually didn't buy it because I didn't think I could convince them to buy it as well. But now Evolve, I think they're calling it Season 2, is going free to play. So obviously, somebody else is thinking along these lines, and I personally don't think it's too late for Blizzard. I think the longer Blizzard waits, however, the harder it's going to be.
Have they already gone free to play for the Season 2, or is that something coming up?
I believe Season 2, you have access to it right now, and it is free to play. I'm actually getting ready to download it as we speak. I can tell you, the game was loaded with microtransactions anyway. It was begging to be free to play.
Well, as far as microtransactions go, that's something that a lot of free-to-play games do, like League of Legends, Heroes of the Storm.
True.
And that's where you can buy characters to be permanently on your roster or get new skins for your favorite characters or whatever. And that's something that Overwatch could have done instead of the loot box system, where you can pay for loot boxes, or when you level up you get a box and you randomly get stuff. And like one of the characters I like, Farah, has a skin that I really want to use when I'm playing her, but I can't because it's always going to be random when I get the box. So that's, I think, another thing that they've done that's going to push people a little further away from playing the game that they could have done different.
Well, in Overwatch, you can actually use coins and buy exactly what you want. I don't think you can actually buy coins directly. Last time I checked, I don't remember you being able to do that. But to me, it seemed trivial to eventually get what you want, assuming you're willing to pay money. And I think I might have paid $5 the whole time I was playing it. And I have every skin that I actually want. But I do understand where you're coming from. And you brought up another point, too. I forgot Overwatch has the hero switching. And I guess that was a core mechanic in Overwatch. And it would be hard to have paid characters if in Overwatch is just balanced around switching teams. So Overwatch would obviously have to do something different. So assuming they wanted to go free to play, what could they do?
Well, they'd need to greatly expand their roster of characters, at least double the number of characters, and then when they have free characters to play for the week or whatever, it would have to be twice the number of free characters to play that other games would have. You'd have to have like 2 tanks, 2 offense, 2 support, 2 damage dealers, and to do something like that with their game so that you could switch in and out of the free characters that are free for the week, they'd have to have a lot more characters in their roster.
Okay, so you're saying they should have a lot more choices for people just using the free characters. So you don't want everybody to have access to every character like they currently do. Well, if they were to do this, of course.
Yeah, in a free-to-play game like League of Legends or Heroes of the Storm, you've got characters that are free for the week.
Okay.
And that's, obviously that's something that they thought was a good idea, or they wouldn't have put it in Heroes of the Storm. So that's something they would probably want to do with a free-to-play Overwatch to incentivize people to buy the characters that they like and, for some way to make money.
And that's the thing. Making money seems strange to me because I understand Blizzard. Come on. We all know, for the most part, they shit gold when they make games. Let's just be real here. We knew Overwatch was going to sell good. I mean, the beta already told us it was good, but even if it wasn't, Overwatch was going to sell like hotcakes. I don't see how in the future, 2 years from now, 3 years from now, 4 years from now, if nobody else is buying the game, how can they possibly justify adding to it, adding more characters, adding more levels? Somewhere in there, when the profits start slowing down, when sales stop coming in, they have to slow down on that content. It only makes sense. That's why, for me, going free to play with microtransactions, more so and better than what they have now, would have been the way to go. But it seems like it was a cash grab almost. Like they wanted to get all the money they could now because their strategy doesn't really seem good for the long term. What? You get free hero updates? But how long realistically are they going to keep updating the heroes if the money stops coming in?
I totally agree. It really does seem like Blizzard shot themselves in the foot with this one. If they would have gone free to play and put more time into making more characters, I could easily see this game having a very long-lasting impact rather than just edging out Battleborn completely and then itself dying a few months later.
You put it very well, actually. I actually really agree with you on that one. So Blizzard, or somebody working at Blizzard, I hope you guys have a plan. And I'm not saying Overwatch is a bad game or anything else. I mean, most games don't even give you updates. But the fact that Overwatch, one of the claims of the game is for the long time you're going to get stuff for free and everything else. That's a cool claim, but I'm telling you, man, I don't really have much faith you guys are going to do that past the 2 or 3 year mark without coming out with some sort of expansion or other type of paid content that could further divide your community. The only way to keep everybody together is to make the game free to play. And I trust that you guys at Blizzard are smart enough to figure it out. All right, y'all, that's it for this episode of Uber Micro Gaming. If you're feeling what we're doing or just like what we do, hit that like button below. Oh, yeah. Hey, come over here. Hey, don't forget to hit subscribe. Leave a comment, too.
Bitches!